ever hear of the tragedy of the Star Wars guys, the dumb? I thought not. It's not a podcast your friends would tell you about.
It's not a podcast that you would share.
The Star Wars guys were so dumb.
So dumb and so mistaken.
Wait, now
How dumb were they?
now Palpatine's playing to the crowd. I said they were so dumb. How dumb were they? It's turned
Welcome back to the Star Wars Guys podcast. As always, we are your hosts. We got Mike.
Hello there.
We got myself, Nate. Hello there. And you know him well, Uncle.
Hello there.
1/4. No.
Welcome back. Hey,
Full
we got
Uncle.
another fun one for you guys. Star Wars Ranked. Star
Rankings
Wars
of
Ranked.
Star
and
Wars.
not just the things you see on Twitter, like every day of here's my current Star Wars movie ranking. No, we're going in deep. We're talking all different things, all different categories.
And we might get
of
to
Star
that
Wars.
also. Yeah.
We might get to that, but we're gonna have some more stuff. It could be Star Wars logos. It could be
Ooh.
Star Wars alien species. It could be Star Wars planets,
Planets.
lightsabers, whatever. We're gonna dive into it.
Favorite
so if you're watching,
Star Wars sand planet.
oh yeah, that yes.
Don't be very specific.
There
yeah,
you
that's
gotta-
true. That's true. But yeah, so if you're tuning in live, first off, thanks for being here. Don't forget to like the video and participate. Let us know what you want us to rank because we will go for it. We will rank it.
And
on
we're
the spot.
Will.
And we are tech today. We're switching cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1
2
3.
and 4.
and a 4.
I should have had a Tootsie Pop at the end. And a 3.
Meanwhile,
The
on camera
clone.
4.
Meanwhile, on camera 4. Yeah,
I love it.
we're upgrading. Uncle's upgrading.
Hey.
Upgrading us.
Yeah.
so.
First, we added lights,
That is
Lights.
big
Did.
move.
Yep.
camera,
Action.
and
Now
now
we just need action.
cameras.
Cameras.
Cameras,
This
yeah.
little switcher. Yeah, we're getting
Yeah.
down to it. But yeah, Star Wars Ranked. Mike came up with a list of a lot of different stuff to get us started. Do you have one in particular that you
Well, I will
wanted to
say
kick it off
also,
with?
we are open to chat participation
Yes.
as well. So the idea, like you talked about, the idea when I was thinking about this earlier and kind of suggested it to the group was there are so many things, both more kind of none of it's serious, but I was to say there's more like what you think of ranking things, like you talked about with like movies and stuff. It's like, oh, here's I'm really passionate about this. Here's my personal favorite movie
Yeah.
list, maybe of Star Wars. But then there's also some things like we talked about that might just be as simple as, all right, you're ranking your top 5 favorite alien species in Star Wars, or like your favorite character designs,
Right.
those types of things. Or
Yep.
then you could have some that are
Yeah.
favorite Jedi, favorite villains. I've got some more on the list, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just a little
All
teaser
right.
of some stuff that we can get to.
Sweet.
So
We
some of
got
these we
Joe
might
in the
spend,
chat. J Man, what's going on?
J-Man.
He says, "Hey, yo, the cameras, love to see it. Hey, love it. We love it. We got some ideas for you too.
Yeah.
So
Hang on.
be ready because we got some ideas coming out Joe's way that he doesn't know about yet.
Surprise.
So surprise.
We are building his producer booth right off camera.
right.
It's under construction. No.
That's right. But yeah, Joe, thanks for tuning in. And if you got anything specific you want us to rank, let us know. We'll dive into it.
So some can be silly, goofy stuff. Some are a little more whatever. We're
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah.
You ready to go?
If only we had all 50-something of your shirts and we did a total
We
ranking
ranked
of Star Wars
rank
shirts.
Mike's Star Wars shirts.
And we do quick changes, and you go out and
I
change.
like
them.
it.
He has to do the walk.
Yep. We'll do one of those like you put me in like the little tunnel thing where they do that and you shake it and then I'm now a quick change expert.
What we have to build is the Taylor Swift thing, where we can just dive off of the. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know. I saw
She
that.
would dive into the stage and disappear,
Mm-hmm.
and then she actually was in like a vendor cart, and they were driving her around through the auditorium in this cart. And
I
then
feel
she,
like
and then
this
she
is-
appears on the other side.
Just
I feel like
no
this
way.
has our podcast
Dive.
written all over it.
Absolutely.
Taylor Swift
Yeah.
I'll call
Yeah.
That's
Taylor.
usually
I'll
what I
ask
look
her.
for ideas for our Star Wars podcast.
diving into a stage.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
How do
Taylor
you think
Swift.
How do you think I got this one I actually got from Taylor? Favorite force powers. She said rank your favorite force powers.
She did.
Yeah.
She did say that.
So yeah.
All right.
It's a love
that where we're
story
starting?
and baby just say yes. Let's do it. All right.
Teardrops on my lightsaber.
Let's
I
start
love
with I think this is a some of these might even take a second to like think of, but
Yeah, kick us off with
Well,
one.
I think what we can do on some of these is suggest, like, so we know what's on the table. If we pick a category, let's throw some things out there, and then we can rank them if we want. Or you can just
Okay.
be
Yeah,
like,
I
oh,
like it.
here's
All
my.
right.
I like
So
it.
the reason I say that is here's
I
a
wanna
fun
go
one to start
subdivide
off.
a little bit. Yeah.
Here's
Yeah.
a fun one to start off. Ready?
Start us off.
Favorite Star Wars plot twists /
Ooh.
surprises.
Oh man.
So yeah, there's
Oh, yeah.
you have some of the iconic
I got a few
obvious
just off the
ones.
top
You've
of my
got
head.
You ready?
Yeah, I got some.
I got my.
So how is this work? We throw them out first, and then we'll rank them.
or are you just gonna be like, here's my top
Sure.
3, here's top 5.
What if we throw out 5 and then we rank them, and then
I
if
like
there's
it.
one that's like, oh, get that out, we'll
Yeah,
rank
yeah,
another
yeah.
one.
I
Is that
like it.
okay?
I think it's
Yeah.
good.
I like it.
Nate, what'd you have?
Well, I'll say Snoke's death.
Oh, that's a good one.
Snoke's death. Didn't see it coming,
Didn't see it coming.
and when it happened, I was like, "It's gone."
Yeah.
And I loved it.
I think Ryan Johnson might be the top 5.
The
Could be.
yeah.
Okay, mine is going to be when we think Ben has turned,
Yep.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
such.
Same scene.
but he hasn't. Same.
Yeah,
After
that
same
whole
scene.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
That completely got me in the theater.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
When they turned back to
The
back, I
music.
sat there going, they're actually
Here we
doing
go.
this.
Just fighting
Wow.
together.
And then they're still
My,
holding on.
my
So
first
the
thought
twist
was,
was
they're
when-
not
when
doing this in the second movie.
Right.
There's still another one coming. They're doing. He's turning in this movie.
Let me clarify. The twist is that he didn't turn.
Exactly.
It was after. He's
Yeah.
Still holding on.
That's
Yeah.
where they faked us out. Is you think that
Quick,
because
Ben,
they're
we can still
fighting
stop the
together, they're
attack.
now they're on the same side, and they're not.
They're not.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And she's fooled by it too.
Right.
That's what's beautiful. She is the audience. She's with us.
Right.
She finds out the same
Right.
time we do. She's like, no, don't go this way. Don't go this way. And then you find out, oh no, he's
Right.
it's just what he's against.
Are we gonna go ahead? I got one that's
I say we have the obviously like the Hall of Fame.
elephant in the room.
Yeah.
You have the I'm Your Father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is that's our when we talked about Star Wars battle sequence. That's your trench run. That's your we did a ranking a year or two ago maybe of like important people who are important to Star Wars. Like, well, you take George Lucas out of it, put John Williams there too, because it's like those are, and then we start ranking like
Right. Take
so
out I'm Your Father.
I've got I also have
That's the
I also have
that's the Wilt Chamberlain rule. Is it the Wilt Chamberlain
Yeah, it
rule?
is.
That's a Wilt
It
Chamberlain
is.
rule.
Maybe not. That should be
The
in there.
to keep the same theme, even though we'll have more. We'll have some that are not the Last Jedi. I think. I am gonna go Last Jedi one more time.
Oh.
And am going on Crate.
I was gonna say Force Ghost
Luke,
or the
Force
Force
Ghost,
projection.
Force
or,
Oh my
projection.
goodness.
yeah, that got me too.
That is one of the reasons why that movie. I remember with me even just trying to wrap my mind about what I'd seen. I remember walking out going, "Well, one of the reasons I know for sure. I don't know where it fits on my ranking in the moment. Like that's how I felt walking out. I was like, it has like 5 that I'm like, oh, that's an all-time Star Wars moment. That's an all-time Star Wars moment. That's an all-time. Where there's some other
Yeah.
movies that maybe I think like Solo is great throughout, but I don't know if it has the highs of like a moment that I'm like, that's one moment I always go back to
Right.
as much.
Right.
Where like Rogue One has the Vader scene.
Hallway
That's a pretty
scene.
exciting one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We could rank hallway scenes.
Ooh,
Now that we
Hallway
got
scenes.
Luke
So-
doing them.
the Luke coming down. And,
Yeah.
This is, I should be clear too, this is not just movies. This is Star Wars. This can be television as well.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is there's a couple other we can.
oh,
Well, I just threw it out there.
I don't know.
Someone
I
else
didn't even
can
think
go.
about that, but I've got a couple there too.
I like it.
You got some more? Start throwing some out before we start ranking
I'm
them.
trying to think through like the different eras. So if there's like a prequel one, I'm trying to think of twists.
Yeah, I put twists / surprises. It's hard because there are big moments that you might have. I mean, maybe seeing in the moment actually. Well, I got one. Vader's redemption.
Yeah.
Vader
Yeah.
Vader actually
Yeah.
looking and
That
then
was a huge-
actually
Yeah.
throwing the
Yep.
Emperor off.
Yeah.
Wasn't like going into that scene, everyone was like, oh, Darth Vader's going to be redeemed.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
like, at this point, because we hadn't even met the Emperor yet, really going into Return of the Jedi, we didn't know much about him. It was like, Vader is the epitome of evil in our Star Wars. So far.
Yeah.
He's the big villain.
Yep.
It was, can Luke destroy Vader?
Yeah.
Was always the
Right.
question.
Who's gonna win?
And then when that happens, you're like, what?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Could we throw in? Was it a surprise to anybody that Han Solo comes flying in and saves the day in Episode 4?
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Like, for sure. He had just left.
Clear, kid. Let's blow this thing.
Oh,
up.
yeah,
does Luke showing up
definitely.
in Mando count?
Yeah, that's
Because
why.
I
That's
would
why.
say none of us really, at least on this podcast, saw that
No,
coming.
that was
That
one
has
of the
to
things
be
I
in.
thought I had
That
in
has to
mind
be
when I was
on.
thinking of this list.
It's kind of one of those things that it starts happening and you realize what's happening. And you're like, no way, no way.
What can one X-Wing fighter
The
do?
fact that that's our
great, one
reaction
X-Wing.
when we watched it, because I remember us watching it.
You just see
Shows
one
why that's
X-wing.
a-
You're like, what? in the
Great, one
world?
X-wing. We're like,
No,
no way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
that's
awesome.
up there. Is that 5? We got a handful there.
Do
Are there any from the prequels?
Do you want to
Yeah,
consider?
we've got some more.
I thought it was a huge surprise the way the Obi-Wan Darth Maul
Oh yeah,
fight went.
yeah.
It did not.
True.
No,
That's
that's
it?
a surprise for sure.
That
I thought
was.
it was
Even bigger
Definitely.
surprise. He came back.
came right. Spider legs. Put those
That's a
up
big
He
there.
surprise.
survived. He survived.
Spider legs.
No, that's definitely a big one. Cutting in half. We've never seen that before.
Yeah.
Never seen that before. That was pretty crazy.
True.
I mean, there's a couple that are really.
Is there
I would
is there
say-
a clear winner? I would think I don't know, but for the sheer size of it and the seems like the wheelchair, the number one line is "I am your father."
I'm your father.
Right?
That's like
For
pop
sure.
culture surprises of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say for me,
David Prowse gave it away on TV.
because I didn't
George never.
because I
forgave
knew
him.
more about that as I grew up just through the prequels and already kind of knew that, I never had it or experienced the big
You didn't.
Oh.
I never
interesting,
experienced the watching it, understanding all of Star Wars at an age where I was like, what? That's his
How
father?
could that be?
Because I knew about that, I always knew about it growing up.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the next biggest thing as far as recently, I would say is the Luke showing up in Mando, partly because
Yeah, it seems.
it being a TV show and stuff, I just was another reason as to why I didn't think that was going to happen.
Mhm.
But then when it did, we're like, oh man.
So
And it
what-
made the most sense. It made sense, but as far as just shocked while watching something, I think that was one of the most shocking things.
I agree.
I got one. This is not even from a particular movie. It's from a trailer.
Palpatine Returned?
No one's ever really gone. And gets to his laugh. I remember watching.
Going.
Oh,
what?
yeah.
How can that be?
Palpatine
That
is back,
trailer
and then he
got-
walks out and does roll it again to confirm that was in fact Ian McDermott that we heard.
Mhm.
True.
That was pretty shocking. I remember,
That's true.
I remember
That
watching
was a
that
good
over
one.
and over. What about Ray Palpatine? That's
Oh, yeah.
in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I would agree with
think especially maybe it's difficult maybe with Rise of Skywalker as much as I really like that movie. That I think we had gotten to a time in fandom where so many people are speculating for years who her parents are, that it was kind of like Ryan answered it, but then we kind of went in and we're wondering like, is JJ going to give a little further explanation, or is there
Mhm.
going to be?
Yeah.
And then when Ben starts hinting at it, in my mind, I just started thinking like, so is it Kenobi or is it Palpatine? Is it Kenobi? And so it wasn't as big of a shock to me. It was kind of like, oh wow, they actually did this. Like
They actually ended
did,
up doing
They
it,
actually did
yeah.
something that I was that I
A
thought
lot of
was a
people
possibility.
speculated from the first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the British accent.
I know.
Yeah.
John Boyega has a British accent, and he didn't as
Eat it out.
in the movie.
Yeah. Well, that's because you ain't gonna Disney Plus it, mate.
Please
Except
Disney
now.
Plus me, mate.
Please. Please.
Please.
All right, any major ones we're missing?
I
More
don't.
prequel stuff. Any more?
Han's death. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Ryan DeBerkey hadn't spoiled that for me already, then I would have been
That's
shocked.
true.
I'm sitting there from the opening
That's
credits
the most
going,
tragic.
I hope
yeah,
for your sake, Ryan. I'm looking into this camera, every camera.
Not
This
Johnson.
camera, that
So I
camera.
hope that this is not Ryan Johnson.
Yeah.
This is my
Um,
friend Ryan who told me that.
Man. yeah.
I mean,
Do we want to rank some of these?
maybe when Anakin actually, we see it coming, but when Anakin actually cuts off Mace's arm, it's the point of no return.
Mhm.
At least for
That's
that.
true.
Like he actually, once he
Like we
finally
obviously
does
knew he was
it,
Vader, but
it was still just shocking. Of wow, we've finally gotten here. He
Yeah.
actually in that moment he becomes fully Vader. But again, not shocked like this was a Kaiser Soze moment that I didn't know. Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Where the limp disappeared.
I didn't see Yoda fighting Palpatine in the Yoda fighting Palpatine throwing cylinders at each other.
Right.
I didn't
That's
see
more
that.
of I didn't predict that than it was like wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know.
True.
Man.
Okay, so doing this live, we're gonna miss some.
Oh, here's
Yeah.
the last.
So,
here's the last one.
If you're
probably.
not watching live in the chat later in the comments, please
Yeah, let
put
us-
your thoughts.
Here's the
Yeah.
last one that I think just as an all timer would be Luke and Leia's brother sister.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
which I will point out as a defender of some of the sequels. I think it is funny that somehow Palpatine returned, which is not my favorite line. I've said that from the
Yeah.
beginning, but that gets so much hate where Leia goes, "I've known. Somehow I've always known." The previous movie, you were kissing him. Like if you always knew,
Exactly.
you didn't even have to say
Always
that
knew.
those words. You should say like,
No.
yes, like I don't know. Like there was always something I couldn't figure it out, and like now but if you say somehow I always knew. If I was Luke, I'd be like, I didn't know.
Right.
Why did you tell me? What was that about?
Back to the Future
True.
nailed how you handle that.
Yes.
I was like kissing my brother.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
true.
Exactly. That's great.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are.
All right, I want to try to put 5 of these up
Yeah.
top, and
Let's do it.
Why am I sounding like put 5 of these
Put
up?
5
And,
of
Do we
just,
want Vader?
get some hate flowing?
I'm your father.
I think that's
That's
number
the
one.
all timer. Yep.
Yeah.
I
that's
would agree
all-timer.
with you that Luke coming out on
Luke
Mando.
on Mando's
seems like-
gotta be
Yes,
big.
that was massive.
I do think the Kylo, the whole throne. We can put all that together, I guess. But
we could do throne room because
the
it's
No,
multiple.
yes,
throne room,
yeah.
there's just multiple in that moment.
True. I think that's up there.
I would
Is
say
that
that's 3.
Top
is that
5.
higher than Luke on Crate as not being there?
Oh, that's got to be in there too.
I don't know.
I would say that might be in
Oh,
there
Luke
too.
on Crate.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
Luke on
Luke
Crate,
not being
force
there.
projecting. He's talking. He's doing the whole fake fight with.
I think that was
They're gunning
more.
him down.
That might
was
be
more
higher than-
shocking.
I think that was
to me
more
than-
shocking because it
than-
was something we had never seen
Yeah.
before.
That was more. I would have that higher than Throne Room. I think.
I think
Then when I say Throne Room, I mean
as
I
in
would
like
agree with that.
Kylo Throne
more
Room,
surprising.
Snoke Throne Room.
Yeah,
I'd agree with
I
that.
agree. I agree.
Well, Luke's got 2 of the top 5.
Vader throwing
Well,
the
that's
Emperor
Luke,
over
too.
the edge.
Vader, yeah, I'm your father.
Yeah.
Then we got Luke showing up on Mando. Luke showing up on Crate.
Yep.
We thinking that throne room.
Throne Room.
Throne room.
What else could make the top 5 that we're not missing?
Is it? Did we already say is the Vader throwing over Palpatine? Was that on our list?
Vader ending it right, turning.
That's got to be on there.
Vader turning.
Vader turning back. I think.
I can't think of anything. I'm sure there are some.
Yeah, I'm trying to think through like.
I mean, Baby
I'm trying to think
Grogu
through
was
shows
massive.
Oh,
Just the
that's a
fact that you-
massive one.
Just open that thing.
Oh,
it's like,
true.
That
Yoda.
is-
That
oh
is
gosh,
huge.
what
that
is
might
Yoda
be
doing
top
in
5.
Mando?
That might be Vader throwing. Because the one thing about Vader, even though that was shocking,
Gosh.
Luke does kind of hint it throughout the trilogy of like they're still getting him.
Yeah,
So like even though it was shocking, it's like oh I did it,
but
but
it's possible.
there was hints that
We never thought
Luke
Yoda,
was feeling
Baby
it.
Yoda was
Never
possible.
thought Baby Yoda
No.
would
That might be
ever
higher.
happen.
That might be higher.
Is there any? The only other thing I can think of is I don't think it would make the top 5, but for honorable mention, maybe the first hint of Boba Fett's return. Because I know I didn't piece it together right away, but when people in the first
In
season,
Mando.
the Spurs, when he walks
Yeah.
up to a lot of people went, whoa, is this Boba? That made that
Boba
sound
Fett?
like
Yeah.
Boba. And then obviously when they actually showed him,
Yeah,
in the desert and he pulls the hood down, you're like, they
that was
actually
pretty
brought him
big.
back. So
Yeah.
I just felt that wouldn't make the top 5, but that's
Honorable.
an honorable. That was honorable of me to mention
It
that.
was honorable.
That was.
Why does
That was
honorable
honorable.
mention feel the most dishonorable position?
It is. It is. Anything to say?
Honorable mention
That
means you're the first
Yeah.
loser who doesn't get an
didn't
award.
make it.
I think.
Why
I
do you
think that's
mention
good.
me? I think that's great.
Yeah,
Good rank.
I feel good with that.
All right, next list.
Good.
Or
Feel
next
good.
ranking. Next ranking.
All
What do
right.
we got?
I feel great.
And if you're listening, feel free to throw out something you want us to rank as well. If it's a specific
Yeah.
Star Wars thing, could be logos, could be films, could be shows, could be Vision episodes. Ooh, man,
All right, we've
Visions.
got.
Visions.
Here we
Could
go.
be anything. Could be silly. Could be
We've got. Let's do.
serious.
We got a little more. Oh, this is gonna be really good. Favorite. So this is gonna be favorite Star Wars planets. This could be.
Planets.
We don't have to go long on this. It doesn't mean you want to live there, but just when you're watching Star Wars, you're like, oh, I've always
That's
liked.
a cool planet.
I've always liked Endor. I've always liked.
Yeah.
If you're just ranking like my favorite, maybe it's the way it looks. Maybe it's
Yeah.
your connection to it. Like Tatooine is obviously has its connection to the Skywalkers and
All right.
everything.
Yeah, let's throw some out. So you starting Tatooine?
Well, Tatooine would definitely be.
Tatooine.
It has to be mentioned for sure.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Even though it's.
It seems like the
this is the
most
center-
the
this
most
is the center
people
of the
make their way
galaxy.
through it for being on the outer rim.
Well, if it's the furthest thing from the center of the galaxy, everyone sure loves making a nice little
the
stop
center
there.
of every movie.
I know.
I've always really loved Hoth. Wouldn't want to live there,
That's funny because I got one that's similar. That I'm
but
gonna
I
go to.
love.
Oh.
Don't say Starkiller Base. You're just trying to go.
Well, before it became Starkiller.
I know.
Ilum.
You go to Ilum. Yeah,
Before
that's
Starkiller?
Yeah,
Before it's taken
That's
over.
pretty cool.
Mhm.
And you get more of that in the shows. You get more
Ilum?
of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they touch on it a little bit more in Clone Wars, where they actually show the Padawans. You know, the
Looking for their-
the
yeah.
younglings go and get their Jedi crystals and
crystals,
stuff. So
yeah.
I've always liked the idea of the Star Wars crystals, creating the lightsaber, that kind of thing. You don't get a ton of that in the movies, but in
Mm-mm.
the Clone Wars, kind of dives into that. And this just being like a strong force, kind of like Dagobah, but like a strong force-sensitive planet. Thinking of it in that scale, I've always thought Ilum was pretty cool.
I'm gonna go. I believe this is Timothy Zahn. I think it was Zahn who invented Coruscant.
Coruscant. Yeah.
Yep. That they because that was
Because that
not
was
in
the first
originals.
time we mentioned
yeah.
it. And,
Yeah,
And then when it's
became
in,
the center.
it becomes in episode 1.
The
when
Coruscant.
it's on-
Yeah.
And for
Jedi
some
Temple.
reason Liam Neeson doesn't say it. It's kind of his. It's kind of his
Coruscant.
Diagon Alley moment.
Diagonally.
Where you want to go? Diagonally. Like
What
okay,
did he say?
send him to Borgin and Burks. Like get him out of here.
How do you get Borgin and Burks out of Diagon Alley? How do you get Nocturne
Say it
Alley out of
very
Diagon
clearly.
Alley?
Harry, we just showed you how to do it. Diagon Alley. All right, do you got it? Diagonally. What was that?
Diagonally.
And when
Diagon Alley. What
immediately
did he say?
Molly goes, "What did he say?" Like
He
you
said
didn't do your
Diagon
job,
Alley.
Harry. But I always thought it was interesting when he's like, we're going to Coruscant. Like, where are you going to Coruscant? Coruscant. Now it's it sounds
That's not computers.
Coruscant, that doesn't compute.
Did you
said that
see
weird.
that?
You're
Have you
under
seen
arrest.
the?
You're under arrest.
I know you've seen it, but the
Episode 2.
where they're trying, where they're sitting around the dinner scene, and George is directing, and he was talking about how Jake Lloyd took a lot more,
Oh yeah.
had to go slower,
Uh huh.
and he says, "Are we going to go to Coruscant?" Cut. It's
Jake?
very patiently a Coruscant. I'm sorry, I don't know why. Poor kid.
Coruscant.
Coruscant.
Kid.
You're like, oh,
It's
I'm
tough.
sorry. But at least you'll be in Jingle all the
So-
way.
Cut.
Coruscant is good. I have a.
Coruscant's
So
good.
we just watched. My kids were talking about. I was talking about Last Jedi again.
Yeah.
Like,
'Cause
why is
why-
it your
why
third
not?
favorite? Why? I said, well, the best way to explain it is to watch it. Okay, so along with the scene with Luke, I think one of the best cinematic planets for usefulness and for interest is Crate.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Oh,
It
my
is
goodness.
red.
Snow White, and then suddenly
You realize.
you get,
It's the salt.
and
Yeah.
it has a cinematic purpose because
Mhm.
it is that they use to
Yep.
demonstrate in plain view that
they
Luke
give us the answer.
isn't there.
They show the foot
Yeah.
slides.
Only the
It shows just-
topsoil makes it
It's just
possible.
so
Yep.
genius directing.
Brilliant, simple, but it's like, and the other thing when the
And the just explosions, they shoot them and it blows up, and then there's just red
Beautiful.
everywhere.
and when they're flying out,
Yes, and it's
the shot is so far you wouldn't know where. It's hard to follow,
like I
and
remember
then they
in the
branch
trailer,
off, and like you can see their trail from like
so
Yeah.
cool.
1,000 miles
I
away.
remember in
Yeah.
the trailer
Brilliant.
when the movie was coming out, they had the trailer. They're showing those ships that are flying out, and it looked. I remember watching the trailer, and it wasn't until I saw the movie and we see the planet up close. I thought it was like red smoke coming out of the ships because it's just all white, and all you see is the red trail as
Mhm.
they're flying. I'm like, oh, that looks like
It
red
l-
smoke. Then you
it
see
does.
the actual thing.
Yep.
You're like, oh, it's covered in salt.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I love
it's
crate.
that
Crate.
I think the
crate.
way that's like you said, it's the most the way that
it's used with a
the
purpose.
design is
Yeah.
used specifically is awesome. I'll throw Scarif out there. Not great what ends up happening to Scarif,
Nope.
but I think I would have signed up to go be stationed on a nice beach planet,
Yeah.
not knowing that I might have only been there a week.
True.
Not bad.
Yeah.
True.
I like
Dagobah?
Dagobah. There's
It's like
Endor?
there.
Endor's.
Endor. Yeah,
Endor's not the best spot for if you're a biker scout.
Right.
It's very dangerous.
It is.
Um,
It is very.
What about Exegol?
I was thinking.
Oh, my
Exegol's
goodness.
Cool. I feel like we haven't
The,
seen enough of Exegol.
I was for some reason thinking want to live there. I was like, I don't want to live on any of these, but that's not the category.
No.
No.
This is
what's
just
cool.
this is just favorite. Like
Exegol
it's
is-
just cool.
It is
Man.
cool.
There's like lightning coming up from the ground. Like it's
yeah, it's
it's
like the
pretty-
whole temple's floating or something. He's walking in and lightning
That's
shooting
pretty cool.
underneath it.
It's a cool place.
It is
Yeah.
cool.
Trying to think of
Oh,
something for
oh, yeah.
Mando. So Mandalore,
yeah. You've got Navarro.
Navarro.
Navarro. Yeah.
Yeah, Mandalore.
Oh,
There's not a
guys,
ton of
Mustafar.
Oh my goodness.
yeah, Mustafar's as far as
Like,
cool,
as far
a
as
lava
cool,
planet.
yeah.
Vader's castle.
And we saw a little bit more of it from Kylo's entrance.
you got
in,
Rise of
Rise
Skywalker.
of Skywalker.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mustafar is pretty cool. I remember just growing up with the prequels. I always loved Mustafar.
Yeah.
I was
It's
like,
definitely an iconic planet. Like people get
Oh, yeah.
excited. You bring up Mustafar.
Oh,
Yeah.
people are like, what? We're going back to Mustafar? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
even
for
just
sure
finding
cool.
out. I don't even think it was until after I saw the Rise of Skywalker that I heard people saying like, "Oh, apparently that was Mustafar."
That's actually a.
I was like, "Oh, it changes the movie in no way at all." But I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
I like it. Yeah,
Did you guys know that was before they used? That's a hunting term. I don't know if you've heard this before.
Mustafar.
Mustafar.
Really?
Yeah, if you're out hunting and mainly in Alaska,
Uh-huh.
it's like no, can't shoot that. Moose too far.
Mustafar. I
So-
like
Oh
that.
yeah, that is
It,
good.
it
Yeah.
could be moose too far. Could be deer too far.
Yeah, there's sometimes
Could be cow too far.
Yeah,
I don't know why you would
it's-
hunt
it's
cows.
funny you brought
but
that up.
Could be
Goose too far.
Goose
Bird too far?
Yeah,
Bird too far.
bird too far.
it's funny whenever
Moose too far.
it
Moose
really
too
is
far.
funny because it reminds me of the fact that I forgot about the fact that
Well,
one
Moff Gideon.
planet. Well, one
Grogu
planet.
too far.
Yeah, one planet that is always very popular around Halloween is people always come up, they say trick or treat, and right when you're about to say treat they go nah boo, and they just scare you instead. They go, so Naboo's always got to be
Yeah, it says trick or treat. You got, boo.
boo. That's,
Boo.
Where's my knock knock jokes?
No, we need to get out on
That was a
just
great
norm
payoff.
jokes.
knock
Uh,
knock.
No, Naboo is great though.
Who's there?
Naboo's great.
Moose. Moose
Part of
who?
the reason why I ended up
Moose too
loving
far.
Naboo was playing Battlefront, and it was one of
yeah.
those maps that was like it was sick running through
Yeah.
the city of Naboo,
Yeah.
and then it was cool.
Oh, we
But
can,
Camino.
Now we're thinking. Now I'm thinking of Battlefront.
Geonosis.
Yeah, that's what I was
Camino,
thinking.
Geonosis. All these are coming.
Yeah.
from
Geonosis,
Battlefront.
yeah.
There's
Camino is. I think
Camino's
that's
pretty
cool. It's
one of
pretty
the
sweet.
coolest.
Camino on Battlefront was so fun to play.
Yeah.
With the
Camino,
rain coming
that's
down and
true.
you're
Oh.
Then you
Awesome.
get more of it underground stuff in Bad Batch, which is kind of cool. All right, we got like 50 planets.
all right. Do we quickly rank a
Did we
top
try
five
and
here?
just throw out some? I feel like Coruscant's got to be on there, right?
Coruscant's top 5.
Tatooine's got to be on there because I guess it doesn't have to.
I would put. There's frogs in the background.
Crate's up there.
Crate's
for
I
sure.
think
there.
crate's up there just because.
I think Crate's up there. That's true. If we're going by cool, I guess Tatooine.
I don't
I
think.
go
While
with-
I like the idea, I don't think many people are going to put Canto Bite on there.
No.
I would say Camino for me would be up there.
I love Camino.
Camino.
Yeah.
Coruscant. Tatooine.
Coruscant.
Tatooine. Camino.
Camino.
Crate.
Great.
Did you say Mustafar?
That would be my.
I think
yeah,
top
Mustafar. I
5.
think too.
I think
So
that'd be it.
cool.
And those are all kind of different.
They are.
I'd probably say Tatooine's probably my least favorite of those.
Tatooine for
It's
the
pretty
pretty
love
iconic,
Hoth,
but as
significance of
far
it.
as just cool, like what
I
is
think
my
I love
favorite
Hoth
planet?
more of what happens on Hoth,
Yeah.
but it just looks
Right.
kind of like normal snowy Earth.
Like I think going to what
Duh.
you
No,
were
it's
saying
not.
about Crate, I like the idea of Tatooine. Like, oh, we're going back to Tatooine, but not because of the planet.
No,
It's
not.
because of what it represents.
It's what happens.
Luke,
Yeah.
The planet
Anakin's
itself
from
is,
there. Luke's from there.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
there's so much story of Star Wars that
I agree.
revolves around that.
I agree.
But
Yeah.
the planet itself is.
Mhm.
I mean, they're all trying to leave. Anakin's trying to leave.
Yeah.
Luke's trying to leave. Apparently, the characters don't.
Nobody
like it.
wants to be there.
No. Boba becomes Crime Lord and goes, actually, I'm kind of already bored.
I'm not cut out for this.
I'm kind of bored of this already.
Yeah, I think Mustafar though is cool.
Yeah, I like it. All right, moving on. Ready? This is going to be a
Yeah,
fun
what we
one.
got?
We've got favorite.
If you guys are just tuning in, we are doing Star Wars ranked. So if you want to participate, throw out something you want to have us rank. We're just going through different categories and ranking different Star Wars stuff.
So not music, because we'll get to it. Star Wars sounds. So I'm talking
Man.
lightsaber, maybe a
Pod
lightsaber
race.
ignition, TIE fighter sound.
Oh
You've got maybe Boba Jango seismic charge.
man. Joe said in the
Perfect
chat,
nonsense.
"Love me some Camino."
Camino, love it. You've
Camino's
got
great.
just the Techno Union. You got whatever that was. You got malfunctioning R2.
You got the Wilhelm
Short
scream.
circuit. Oh yeah, you got Wilhelm scream.
Home scream.
You've got
I love that
Roger,
montage.
roger.
Can we add sound effects to the podcast? We need to have the Wilhelm scream. Just
we need to.
That's
We
true.
definitely
if we had a producer that could trigger like sounds and stuff,
we
that would be
Oh, that's
yeah.
sweet.
or
That'd be
switch.
nice.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We've got
Grogu thought.
There's a few blaster fire.
Man,
The
Blaster
blaster
Fire.
is great. There's a couple.
lot.
There's some good
Vader breathing.
Vader
Oh,
Vader
man.
breathing. Just Chewbacca noise. Like all
Have
this
to
is
do
it.
that.
And definitely Vader breathing is
Yeah.
a big one.
That's
There's
true.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any other.
I don't think you
Main
can have a
ones.
top 5 without lightsabers in it. Can you? Is
You
that
can't.
possible?
And they're all different,
They're all
but
different.
but
Just that.
I think I maybe got to have.
Seismic Charge has to be up there.
I think
for
maybe
me.
TIE Fighter has to be up
TIE
there.
Fighter. I
Oh, the
honestly,
The
sound.
screeching
Guys,
TIE, like the scream
I'm gonna
of the
I'm
TIE
gonna go.
Fighter
I'm
going
gonna
across.
Say it. I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
Love Seismic Charge. I think TIE Fighter for me is higher.
Oh yeah, I like
I
the
do
TIE Fighter
too.
more.
I think so.
Even though I think the seismic charge is cool. The TIE
Joe
Fighter,
says Seismic Charge all day.
seismic charge is,
The
is
pre-
love
can I
Seismic
can I add
Charge.
one that was always my favorite?
you can
It's
add
not going to make the top 5.
20.
Specifically,
Don't
Sebulba's
add
Pod Racer was my favorite.
Oh.
yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I say Pod Racer.
My
Yeah.
favorite.
That's
That is
They made
so
a
cool.
concerted effort to go. The oscillating sound. They made an effort. The animals, the
Yeah.
creatures, and it introduced something to Star Wars that they needed.
yeah.
I think George said we need more. Like
That is such
Yeah.
a cool
Sounds that are-
yeah.
the ships did that. It's so cool. I love
so
that.
cool. No, you're right. I actually just
I
rewatched
love it.
Phantom Menace a few days ago, and while I'm watching, I'm like, oh, I love that sound.
I saw your letter. I saw your
Pod
letterbox score.
Racing scene.
Yeah, Letterboxd score.
Oh,
Yeah.
what did he? What score did he?
I give it a 3 out of 5 stars.
All right,
Yeah.
well earned.
Yeah,
It's
Okay,
That-
so
love it.
some of the best sounds
But
right
no,
there.
Oh,
that
the
sounds-
We got to remember, what about two-headed Greg Proops going, little Skywalker is stuck. I don't care what planet you're from.
It's
That's gotta hurt.
Joe said Republic gunships.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Man, there's so many
General
good-
Krill's double sabers.
Oh, yeah.
True.
The gosh, there's a number of.
There's something specific about Vader's lightsaber that's just so great.
I kind of always liked
the
the.
hum that's there when Luke shows up in is it Return of the Jedi? Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's just standing there waiting.
In Rogue
Just a
One,
still
Yes.
hallway scene
that
where he
one.
just ignites it and just sits there for a second
Yeah.
before he starts getting shot at, and then he.
For me, number 1 would be lightsabers. I would put
Lightsaber.
TIE fighters in the top 5.
Yeah,
I,
TIE
yeah,
Fighters.
I
top five
love
for me,
TIE Fighter.
for sure.
I think TIE Fighter's pretty high for me. I think lightsaber's number 1.
Blaster Fire.
We're not doing music, right? We're just
No,
doing
well, music's another one we got.
I would say, I can give you mine right now.
Whoa.
Lightsaber, 1, 2, TIE Fighter,
Okay, I'm with you.
3, Seismic Charge, 4, Sebulba's Pod Racer, 5, probably. I was gonna say, I forgot you had mentioned Vader.
Oh no, I wasn't saying. I have a cold.
Vader. I would say
I just
Vader's
don't- I just don't
breathing.
feel well.
Although, yeah, I like that. Vader's breathing.
No, don't let me
iconic.
disrupt
But
whatever
I
you
think
say.
I was gonna go the just Blaster Fire. It's classic.
Blasters.
Blasters is cool.
Classic. The pew pew.
What was it? Ben Burt who's doing
Remember?
a
Yeah.
lot of these.
Most of my
So
favorite
cool.
sound effects, I'm thinking, come from the original
Yeah.
trilogy.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them hold true
Just
throughout.
keep
Yeah.
going.
So
Yeah.
the lightsabers, the TIE fighters,
Mhm.
you almost get a little. It's almost a little more amplified now. Like we're watching. Well, we talked about this, but we're watching Andor. We go from watching a movie where we see tons of TIE fighters, then you watch Andor, and just one TIE fighter starts coming. You're like, oh, this is amazing.
And they're terrifying.
Yes.
But you just hear that come in. Oh,
amazing.
man.
Do you have anything to add to his list or anything you would change, Uncle?
I would
Anything
put
you think we're
Vader's.
missing?
I would put Vader's breath. Vader's breath.
Vader's
Vader's breathing.
I'd
I
put
thi-
Vader's bad breath as number 2.
I think I would
Yes.
probably. It's
Yeah.
similar. I would probably do lightsaber, TIE fighter, blaster,
Mm.
TIE fighter, then blaster, then of course Vader's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Apparatus.
I don't know about
It is so iconic. Like
It
when we
is.
heard the
It
breathing
is.
just
I
in
got
the
one. I got
Kenobi
one.
trailer, we're like, oh, Vader.
what about the sound of the sound of the Falcon?
Oh, yeah.
Where it
Lightspeed.
comes-
Yeah.
Oh, the Lightspeed sound. Mm-hmm.
I was just watching a video about George Lucas talking about Lightspeed. He's like, oh, it's just a plot device. Like, it's just, like, I had to make up some quick way where we don't spend so much time like, oh,
Traveling.
now we got to go to this planet. Okay, cool. Here's the rest of the movie. It's just us in space. He's like, we're like, cool. He's like, I didn't think it was going to be something people latched onto or liked at all. He was just like, no, literally was just like, it's a creative. He's like, Star Trek would do stuff like that where it's like, oh, how do we
Yeah.
get here? We're going to
Teleport.
teleport because we need to get there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I didn't put much thought into it.
Mhm.
I saw it, like,
That makes
it's
sense.
iconic. It's great.
It's funny you say that. This is off topic, of course.
Of course.
I was watching an interview and it was James Gunn was talking about the first Guardians movie,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that the Infinity Stones, they had mentioned the idea of the Infinity Stones to him. He goes, okay, yeah, I'll write it in the story. He said he wrote up the whole idea of the Infinity Stones, created it in like an hour and 30 minutes, and ended up becoming the entire premise of the
For 20 years.
Infinity Saga.
He's like, didn't think much of it.
He said, I literally just...
Wow.
He-
That's
and he
crazy.
was joking about it because I literally just made up some BS in an hour, and it was like, here you go.
Hey, the best
That's
ones come fast.
Yeah.
The best-selling live album, I think, was. Why am I drawing a blank? Anyway, the songs "Ooh Baby, I Love Your Way"
Yeah.
Mm.
and the other one is
Baby,
"Show Me the Way."
Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
written in the same day.
Wow.
Oh,
Really?
Peter Frampton.
Yeah.
Frampton Comes Alive. He wrote those songs the same day. One was in the morning and one was in the afternoon, and they became, the best-selling live for
That's
a while. I don't know if
crazy.
it is anymore.
Crazy.
Best-selling live album ever.
Gosh.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Frampton Comes Alive.
Love it. No, I agree. I think I would do. I think those. I think what you said would probably be my list too, as far as same order even. Vader
I didn't
has
have
to
a
be top
5. What was the 5? I don't.
It was Vader, right? 'Cause
No,
you
you
had,
had Vader at 4.
I had Vader at 4.
oh, maybe. Well, then what was it? We did.
You said
Oh, you
Sabal-
mentioned
you
Falcon.
Said you like Sabal.
I like Sabulba.
You mentioned the Falcon.
Do you like
The
the
Falcon was
Seismic
in there.
Charge?
Seismic
Seismic
Charge.
Charge.
Is
is
that your
really
fifth?
cool. Yeah.
That's your 5th.
It's actually the non-sound of the Seismic
It
Charge
is.
that
That's
gets
true.
It is.
It's the
How it
So
actually
when it all
pulls in.
it
goes,
sucks in everything and then
It's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's actually a note.
Oh, I got one that I really like.
It's a low
The
C sharp.
the Imperial Alarm.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
inside
is good.
the Death Star and
That is good.
I really like that. And they've used that now multiple
We're
different
clearly not
times.
droid fans because we haven't mentioned.
Rogers.
No.
Well, we also haven't mentioned any C3 or any R2.
True. I do like
Yeah,
I
anyway.
do like cautious R2. Which is
Hey,
Yeah.
Sacred Planet language.
Oh, Joe said the Holdo maneuver.
Oh, that sound- yeah, it's
Ooh,
seismic.
that's really cool. That's like that.
Seismic-esque.
Yeah.
That is seismic-esque. Yeah,
It
the
is.
nothing and then
Can I-
Complete
can I-
silence and
Can I give a just a brief moment? Just
all
a
right there,
just
guy.
a
Give
brief,
yourself a brief.
give yourself a
Little
brief,
brief,
moment there, gay.
Last Jedi moment. Why do people get so mad about the Holdo maneuver being non-scientifically true, but people are walking around on spaceships in space defying gravity? Why is that? Why are we okay with that? In space, if your ship is floating, you are floating.
Yeah.
Nobody says a word about that, but the Holdo maneuver, that's scientifically impossible. It could never happen. Why is that?
Well, people also
I
got
don't know.
upset about
Or
the-
sound.
Yeah.
You don't have sound in space, but
People
we
got upset with
anyway.
with the
Yeah.
beginning of. I didn't even think about it until people started complaining about it. People got upset with the bombing sequence at the beginning of
right.
of Last Jedi. They're like, bombs wouldn't drop. And I said, well, first of all, there's so many other things in Star Wars you could be pointing
Exactly.
at this.
That's where
But
you
also,
go.
it's in a thing. Who says they were dropped?
Just
Who says
push
they
'em.
weren't pushed?
Yeah, takes
Even
a
if
little
pushed
bit.
out, they go exactly the same speed as they were
Right.
pushed forever until they hit.
Yeah.
So I was like, they really?
That's
Like I
where
saw
you're going?
YouTube videos. They're like, this doesn't make any sense because I'm like, all right, come on.
That's it.
I love when
Wars.
Iron Man flies. That's my favorite.
Star Wars. None of it makes sense. That's what makes it fun.
Love Superman though. I no problem with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we literally
Okay.
have a
Rant
walking
over.
carpet. Okay.
Right.
Let's go.
You got another one?
Star Wars music.
Star Wars music,
Oh man.
So this would be like
I already
pieces
know.
of music. This would be
like Force theme,
you've got this like Binary Sunset,
Binary Sunset,
Force theme,
Leia's theme, Rey's theme,
Duel of the Fates,
Duel of the Fates,
Battle of Heroes. You've got
Across the Stars.
Across the Stars is one of my favorites.
There's just so many good
There's
ones.
so many. Their prequels have some great music.
Oh my gosh,
Fantastic.
yeah.
They're really
Introducing voices.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was big. I
It
have
was-
an all-time favorite. You guys know what it is.
Uh,
Our
Do-
ice
wait, do I?
maker.
Do I know what it is?
You might. Our ice
Yours
maker
is,
at home actually. When you click it before the ice comes out, it plays this theme. I swear, because it's based on an interval, which is a major sixth. Our ice
Ah.
maker goes. I hear it
Yeah.
every time. And
It is so good.
well,
So
Leia's
good.
theme is my favorite.
Leia's theme is incredible. It's also very close to Marion's theme
Indiana
in
Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Leia's theme is great.
Leia's theme.
But it's a
I
personal.
love.
It's my favorite one.
That's definitely in my top 5.
It's gotta be.
Definitely when Luke stares off to
I
the
think
twin
all
suns the first
is
time
tied
to
is,
one.
is just hard to beat for me. That might be my all-time.
Just 'cause
Force
the moment,
theme.
too.
Yeah.
It's the first.
Force theme. I love Across the Stars. I love Across
know.
the Stars. So
Yeah.
good.
She seems to be on top of things. I love all the puns too.
That's a
No.
category. Favorite
We
pun.
can
They're
rank
puns,
who
yes.
delivered this line the best. I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh man.
I have a bad feeling about this. Literally, does every character in Star
Right.
Wars say it? Because
We try to figure out who
There's a
says
lot
it in
of
each movie. Okay, so music. Do we want to? I would say Force theme is top 5.
Yep. Force
Force
theme's
theme,
top 5.
Leia.
I put Leia's theme as my number 1.
Duel
but-
of
What
Fates.
about just Imperial March?
Oh,
Oh,
it has to be.
gosh.
That's top 5 for sure.
This is we need like
No
a top 10.
question.
We just
That
listed-
absolutely is.
Guys, we just listed like 10 songs, and then I said
And two
Imperial
of them,
March.
No,
everything's
Oh,
over.
man.
Imperial March is a non-negotiable top 5.
Right,
Like it's like
exactly.
you have to.
Oh, Joe's bringing out the shows. Mando theme. You know what theme I
do
actually
love-
love,
Oh,
which I actually
wow.
like more than Mando
Yeah,
theme?
you love Boba Fett.
No.
Boba.
I love the Boba Fett theme.
I was
You
kidding.
do?
I
though, 'cause
love
know
the
that's not what
Boba
you were
Fett
saying.
theme because the hey.
It wasn't my favorite one. It
No,
was-
wait, is that
it was
actually
good.
you were saying you love that more than?
More than Mando?
I think I like it more than Mando.
Oh, I don't.
It's not in my top 5. It's not in my top 5.
No, I don't dislike it.
Don't.
I just never liked it as much as Mando. I think.
Mando's.
Mando's is good.
I do like Mando's a lot. I like
Didn't like the actual vocal part they did in the last episode though.
no, yeah, that was
That
Not as much
Let me
as-
go on record and say
Can I just
that
throw one
was
out that
not
we,
my favorite.
we
part.
haven't thought of? We haven't thought of. For the music, at least.
What about? Oh, as far as iconic, dun, 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 dun,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
canteen.
yeah, canteen, yeah.
that's or is it Family Guy does that? They're like they're playing, and it's like all of a sudden some guy, like the lead guy goes, "Hey, play that same song." All right, play it again.
I would say Force theme, Vader's March. For me, Leia's theme.
Yep. Those are all
All
on there.
originals.
Cross the Stars, Duel of the Fates.
Oh, Duel, yeah.
Yeah.
Cross the Stars, Duel of the I probably have the
That's
same
what I
ones,
would
honestly.
be. At least my 5. Man,
I
I'm not
also
sure
do
which
love-
I
order.
think I've got the same ones. Imperial March is good, too.
That's the Battle of Heroes. The
Yeah. The Anakin, Annie Obi.
Mustafar.
Yeah.
Obi
That's good,
Annie.
too.
I do love that one, too.
But to me, Duel of the Fates is
part of the
better-
reason why I
is-
like that one so much, though, is because as soon as I hear it, I just picture them fighting on Mustafar. It's like, man,
The music.
iconic.
That's the thing about the music. It puts. You can hear the
Totally
music and
does.
get back to the moment. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
We didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
talk about. Dun, 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 dun.
The main
Like
theme.
the
I
main
thought
theme.
about it.
Do you know what I love is
Star Wars.
the medal ceremony
Oh,
version of that
yes.
is one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah.
It's a version of the Force.
Wait,
Awakens.
I know
it's a
your
version.
favorite.
But it's a very I don't know, again I'm not musically
Your
I don't know
favorite-
how to
your
describe it, but
favorite
it's that-
in all of
it's-
Star
it's
Wars.
It's very like a breath.
But it is the Force theme.
It is. It's like
It's just
like trumpety or something.
It's a march.
Your
Yeah.
favorite music. in all of Star Wars. Your favorite music in all of Star Wars
Carson
isn't
Tavis
even
theme?
in it. No, it's not even
Doesn't
in it.
have a theme.
Your favorite
Carson's
music in all of
theme.
Star Wars is not even in it.
My favorite music in all Star Wars is not even in it. What are you
Didn't
gonna
even make the cut.
say? What are you gonna say?
Rise
Maybe I
of
haven't mentioned it.
Skywalker trailer.
Oh, I do love. It's not even real.
I know.
Not a
It's,
real.
it's not a real.
The
did we talk
Rise
about
of
this on here?
Skywalker
I don't know
trailer.
what that is.
The,
It is-
the edit they made.
It
to
is.
change the way it sounded.
Wait,
The way it sounds. I don't even think it's actually
I
in
think-
the movie.
I know. I think somebody said
The
that. Like,
trailer itself.
I think
is
somebody
so
even
great.
said it's like the editors, whatever, they took John Williams' thing and they literally like manually tweaked.
They said just make it
they-
like a more like a. I don't even know.
It's the dun 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 dun. And it's the slow.
Oh,
With
Yeah.
the bum 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 bum. This is that whole
Yeah.
Bum 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 bum.
confronting fears, the destiny of the Jedi. It's this.
I
So
just
he used
know,
the main title.
big.
the reason I
theme,
know
but
that
it's
is because
main-
when this came out, this guy would not stop listening.
I
He's like,
played
I'm
it like 20
obsessed with
times a
this.
day.
Wow.
He's like, I love
I
it.
forgot my favorite music.
It really was. I think even at
but
the
it
time, you're like,
technically
this
is
is the
not,
greatest
But
thing I've
then
ever
when I
heard.
Star
remember
Wars.
someone pointed out and said, like on YouTube, and like she made a video of like, oh, this is actually not, it's not new John Williams music. It's not, and then it wasn't.
Joe
the movie
said
I
yes. They kind of simplified the chords with one,
Yeah.
4, 5, and 6s.
It's I do
I'll
love
have
that.
to go
though.
look it up.
I love that. Oh
It is
man,
great.
is there
It is
anything
great.
is there anything before? Wait, did we finish out the 5?
It's hard to not put main title.
It is.
Main
Yeah.
Theme.
Dun 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 dun.
We had that in there.
dun, dun, dun,
Oh, Throne Room. Emperor's Throne Room
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is a cool.
All right, let's rank.
That's a cool
Let's
one,
rank
too.
some.
Okay. I still put that. Those are my 5, and I add in
And what were they? What were they again?
main theme.
Remind us.
I have Leia's theme first, but you can move them around.
Leia's theme,
We had
Force
Vader-
theme, or
Imperial,
binary sunset?
Imperial March is in there. Yeah, the Force theme,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then we had Cross the Stars,
Cross the stars.
Duel of
Duel of
Fates.
Fates,
Yeah,
Duel
I
of
feel good
Fates.
about that.
and the March or the main theme. That should I don't know. I can't give you 5 on those.
I can't
I
give
know, I
5
can't
too
either.
because
Can't
I
kick
also
out one
love
of
the
those.
Mustafar. I love the
Right.
Battle of Heroes too. Man, that's
Well,
hard.
No one said we had to just do 5. We made this up. We
Yeah.
can do whatever we want.
Do whatever we want.
That's it.
Joe said whatever the song is
Totally
when
love
Boss Nass yells
Peace. Peace.
and the lead in with the ending theme.
Yeah,
hits
that's
every
my
time.
favorite. My
It is
my
great.
favorite
Sound effect. We forgot about that. Boss
My
Nass.
favorite sound effect is Viceroy Newt Gunray's voice. No. We'll have to do most offensive Star Wars moments.
They're gonna have
or
to. They have to subtitle that.
Moments
Yeah.
Trigger,
moments
trigger
that no
warning.
lo-
Episode 1.
moments
Yeah.
that- we'll rank our moments that no longer work.
Wait, do we
Uh,
just go through cancelable moments?
Star Wars canceled.
Star Wars moments that didn't age well. That's
Yes,
how we
there
call
you go.
that.
yeah,
That is definitely one.
that is.
That is funny.
What else? What else we got? Rank.
Oh, we've got some more.
If you guys are just
Don't
tuning in, let
you
us know what
worry.
you want. What Star Wars category or just anything Star Wars related, really, that you want us to rank. Could be games. Could be.
Here we go.
All right, he's got one. Could be this.
Star Wars movies.
Star Wars movies.
Ooh.
Because
He
we had
did it.
teased it at the up
We've
top.
never
He did
done
it.
that before.
I don't know if we've
Except for
No.
last
done
week.
this. I don't think we've done this.
Except for every episode.
We haven't done
We
it
did that last
tonight.
week, I think, did we?
I think we did.
We did
actually.
TV shows.
We did some TV shows. Yeah.
Favorite
This just
This
films.
also.
Kickstart flavor.
Oh.
I still think they should come up with Sith Start.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh.
Just take kick and make it Sith, and then you
Sith
can
Start.
only get it in red.
I like that.
Sith
Yeah.
Start.
It's got a little Star Warsy.
It does have a little
you
Star
get to
Warsy
the
vibe.
start, the part that says
That
start.
looks like a Star Wars
Font. It
font.
is. It is.
You guys see that?
What are you guys
I
on
like
to
that.
there?
You can see there. It's
I
got
like
a.
There's a little Star Warsy font
Yeah, a little Star Warsy.
there.
Although that K is really doing a number.
It is.
It's working hard.
One K is.
It's
What do we
working
got?
hard. It's kicking it. What? How about favorite
You said movies?
favorite plot holes?
Ooh.
You want to do movies? We can do movies.
That
We
might
can
take
save
a while,
movie. We
but-
can save movies for a different thing.
Why don't we do favorite one in each trilogy instead of going through all of them? Favorite movie in each trilogy.
Easy.
Oh.
473.
Ooh.
He's going 4.
No, I'm just kidding. Four. If I had
Mine
to
would
pick,
be-
I always put 4 ahead of
Yeah.
5. It's a conscious decision to acknowledge the impact.
4 is currently my
Of
number
4.
2.
That's true.
Overall, I think.
Okay.
I think 4 is my number 2 overall. 5 is my number 1 right now.
5 is go 5, 4, and then
I go
5.
5, 4, 8
8.
is mine. Oh, are we doing the full list then?
No, I don't know.
Oh, we'll just run through it. We can
He
explain
really
it
wants
later.
to do this, so we'll let him have this.
We'll go
moment.
let's do our top 8.
our top 8.
We'll leave 1 out, and then we'll
Um,
do our top 8. No, I'm just
Okay, I
kidding.
think right now.
top 9.
Do you know
that's
what
fine.
also is what's really hard about ranking
Uh,
them is always trying to figure out where I have Rogue One, because I
Oh, he's
love
doing
it.
the stories too. So
Well,
top
yeah.
8.
Well, we said
So we're not
movies.
doing just trilogy.
Well,
Okay.
we said movies, right?
Trilogies. Yeah,
Star
movies.
Wars movies. Unless you're just ranking the Skywalker trilogy. We've never done that before.
Why
Maybe
don't
that's
we?
a fun twist.
Why don't we?
We could just do that.
We'll try ranking. That's a cool trick.
That's a cool trick. I
What
don't
if
remember
we
we did
did-
this last week.
What?
Hey, what's that flashing? Hey,
Watch
why's
your
the
mouth,
subscriber
kid.
count doing
I
that?
said that to Mike on the way to the. I was driving. And he said something like, "Why are we going so slow?" I said, "Watch your mouth, kid. You're gonna find yourself walking home." What if we did to make our top 5? We got to pick
Yeah.
one from
Droids.
one from each trilogy,
Ooh.
one from the,
stories.
and 2 from the stories. How about that?
This is like a
I like
now.
it.
Now we're making like our NBA starting 5.
Yeah,
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 You
yeah.
need
yeah.
a point guard. You need a shooting guard. You need a.
Jokic is not top 5 all NBA. I guess. Sorry, off topic, off topic.
Crazy.
Because they don't have. I guess they don't. We don't really do positions anymore. It's not a thing.
No.
I
But they're still doing positions,
still
so they
doing
got to have a
positions.
5, and
It's
it's
absurd.
Joel.
Yeah.
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 Sorry,
All right. So, we what were the ground rules? As
We're
far as
talking
what
about
needs to be
the
in top
MVP
One
five?
from
all-
each trilogy.
NBA.
One
Oh,
story.
sorry.
Is that what you said? One from each
I
trilogy?
just said if we get 5, we do 1 from each trilogy, and then 2 from the stories, and then we try to.
Which is great because there's only 2 stories, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
How about 1 from
So
the
we're
stories
each
and 1
forced
from the.
to put-
one from
we're
the
forced to put
TV
Rogue One
shows.
Solo in our top 5.
one from
If
the
you want to
TV
go
shows.
Clone Wars animated, the theatrical movie, you can do that.
I was thinking about the TV shows in there too. But
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So one of the we could do one of the stories and one of one show.
Yeah.
5. I'm going 5.
5 is first. Okay.
I'm going episode 5.
Okay.
Episode 8, Last Jedi. Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Rogue One. Clone Wars.
Clone Wars. The
Boom.
whole
You said we had
animated.
to have a show?
You mean the
Yeah.
movie?
Wait.
Just saying, that's
What are
no,
we doing?
I threw in a show.
Threw in
That's
a
the last
show.
category. One from each trilogy.
I don't
one
even
of the,
know what this game is anymore.
One of the 2 stories and one from.
the ranking is
shows.
pick your
Right.
favorite 5 things.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with ladders, orange popsicles.
Yeah.
I love those.
Right when, because I always thought you were
Office.
ranking your. At first, I thought you were ranking your 5 favorite movies. I forgot the ground rules, and when you got to
There
number
are no
3 and you
rules.
went Revenge of the Sith, I went, "Whoa!"
Wow, that's his 3rd favorite
I know
movie.
some people have it as number 1 for them,
They do.
but I don't.
We got
I do really.
It's confusing.
K-Town in the chat says I've started to read Light of the Jedi. and it's
Oh,
honestly
nice.
amazing.
We love it.
It's so good.
It's good.
It's so good.
I was embarrassed the other day. We were on a podcast, and I mistakenly gave the wrong synopsis for Shadow of the Sith. I confused it with Lords of the Sith,
Which is a
another,
common.
Which is another.
I wouldn't.
I should have
There you go.
known.
I said, "What's that?" I said, "What's it called?" Oh, Shadow Sith. Yeah, I know. That's the one where he goes.
Yeah,
on
that's
this
the
kinda
one where
exposition.
Palpatine. And I immediately said so confidently. Yeah, that's Palpatine and Vader. They're stranded on Ryloth. It's this kind of campfire-y thing.
And then
where
you
they're
cut to
talking
me, and I'm
Uncle
going,
goes like, yeah. No, what's the other? What's the?
I was like, I didn't read
no,
that
what's
one.
that one that we just read though? Like recently.
The one that
Oh,
we
the
said.
one that should have been more on the brain.
"Oh,
that I loved.
the one called Shadow of the
Oh,
Sith."
Shadow of the
I
Sith.
thought you said
one.
Shadow of the Sith.
Shadow of the Sith. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's completely different. Yeah, that's Rey's parents and Exegol and Luke Skywalker and Force masks.
Light in the Jedi
That's
is
cool.
awesome, though.
Light of Jedi is awesome.
Okay.
All right, so I would go 5. So now I need one from the
One from the either trilogy, any other trilogy.
My favorite of the sequel trilogy is Last Jedi. Favorite of the prequels is Revenge of the Sith.
573.
And then what are the two other
Can we
categories?
get a phone number? Pick
583.
one from the live action movies and then one from a TV show.
One from the live action
One from the movies.
Solo or Rogue One?
Yeah.
Pick one.
Okay, go Rogue One, and then from
And then
from
favorite
the-
show.
from the shows, I'm going a little
I know what he's about to do.
Obi-Wan.
Really?
Obi-Wan.
I thought you were going
I love
Resistance. I'm just kidding.
No, actually, I'm going.
Resistance.
I'm going.
He's going Resistance season 2, the one he didn't finish.
I went back and finished
I'm
it.
just kidding.
I did. I went back and finished it like within the last year.
I know what our next category is.
What?
Ranking the worst ranking ideas.
Yeah, this is our worst.
This is the worst one.
Bad.
Turns out that we would have been quicker just sticking with the movies.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I did.
Move
I do
along.
mine.
Move along.
4.
I think so.
Okay.
We get it.
We get it. We like the movies.
Did I?
They're all
yes.
so good. I can't
Something.
Pick 5.
Let's go easier. Lightsaber. Hilts.
Hilts
Ooh.
or just lightsabers?
Or just lightsabers in general.
Because maybe it's like the
You can
combo.
take the combo of the color and the hilt.
literal crickets.
We can throw some out. Vader.
Okay.
We got the classic Luke.
Yep.
Right?
Classic Luke.
Classic Luke. I guess Anakin's lightsaber. Luke's lightsaber.
Yep.
We got Vader's lightsaber.
Can we? If it's Ahsoka for me is pretty high.
I love Ahsoka.
So
And remember when Maul pulled out that dual
the double
The
blade.
you're
double
like,
blade was
what is
crazy.
happening?
That's
the way he
awesome.
presented it.
The
It's
double
like, oh my
blade.
goodness.
The double blade for
Mace
sure.
Windu's the
Cal
only
Kestis
purple.
can be the coolest, where it's both
It's
or
true.
either. Like,
Cal can go 2, can go double.
man.
Well, I prefer
Now he
my
can go cross guard. I mean, he's got it all.
I prefer my Force users to fly like Mary Poppins. So give me a nice
Inquisitor.
helicopter. Give me a nice helicopter.
awesome.
Helicopter Inquisitor saber.
Temple guard
No. Temple Guard's cool.
folds up,
Yeah.
kind of like the Dark Ray vision,
True.
where it flips out. the double
Kylo.
blade. Kylo's.
Kylo.
You said those already.
We talked
Kylo's
about
is cool.
we
it
talked
never really
about
was my favorite. The
the
cross guard
crossguard.
idea. I get how they were trying to switch it up. I think it's cool,
I
but
like it because it feels out of control. It feels like
it does
is
feel.
blow.
I,
Like
okay,
the
I
actual
will say,
light-
I
the
will
actual
say
light
the
is-
light, the
is-
flickering.
yeah.
Yeah.
is this thing gonna blow?
The unsteady blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought, with that being different, that I was like, oh, okay, that's.
Do we
cool.
like Dooku's little curved saber? Or is it like, good for him?
I always thought it was.
It
Good
kind of
for
feels
him.
like Voldemort's wand. Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
It does.
What are you doing?
What are you
This
doing?
guy's
Got
thing.
the Elder Wand.
This
Like,
guy's
what are you
rocking
thinking
curved
about,
blades.
And now he's doing movies with Robert De Niro. Did you see, by the way?
Like,
Did you see the
this
trailer for that?
What's that?
What are we
The
talking about?
Maniscalco movie.
I
where
heard
Robert
he
De
did a
Niro's
voice in a
playing-
movie, and now he's in a
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Playing
He's
He's
playing
playing himself.
He's playing
father.
himself, and De Niro's playing Maniscalco's father.
Yeah.
It's
So funny.
I love that
So
Sebastian
good.
Maniscalco in the movie is
first
the
movie.
more famous.
Yeah.
Like he is obviously so famous that he'll play Sebastian Maniscalco.
Exactly.
But Robert De Niro will not play Robert De Niro.
No.
That's
No.
funny.
Gotta find
Oh!
my bomb.
K-Town said Darksaber.
Oh, that's got to be in the top
Oh,
5.
yeah.
What do
Darksaber.
we do?
What am
I would say, yeah. I would put Ahsoka at the top. Maul would be up there for me. Darksaber would be up there. And then Vader and Luke. Those
Yeah.
would be my 5.
Yeah.
And then honorable mention, Kylo.
Kylo.
Yeah.
You know which saber I've always liked, and this is more about just like the look of the hilt. Not
Dark
necessarily
saber?
the blade. No, I was gonna say Mace
Ahsoka?
Windu's
Oh.
saber. I don't know how familiar you guys are with the actual hilt, but it's
Oh, I've watched the movies.
pretty sweet.
Next category. No, I'm just kidding.
I could say it's a good thing he
No,
only
that
has
is
one
cool.
hand.
Oh,
burn.
yikes!
What about the green? We don't talk about Luke's green
Mm-mm.
True.
or a little Qui-Gon.
Little Obi-Wan.
Little mini Yoda saber.
Obi-Wan. I always like Obi-Wan's.
Obi-Wan's.
The one I'm looking forward to the most, though, coming soon. Grogu.
Yeah.
Make his own saber.
Grogu.
Grogu gets his own saber.
Is he gonna get a Beskar saber, like a new dark saber? Now that the dark saber smashed.
That'd be awesome.
Now that it's
Smash.
smashed.
I like the way Rey's new one turns on.
Oh, that's cool
The
too.
little side,
I actually do like Rey's
that's
saber.
cool.
Is really cool, actually.
That is cool.
I like the look of it
Yeah, that's
coming
cool.
off of the
Off of the staff.
the staff.
Off of-
Yeah, it was
I
cool.
think they should
like
make one that's like a lawnmower. You got a pull start.
I would love it.
Go back to George's idea of how powerful they were. They were heavy and stuff. That's so you gotta rev it up to get it going.
And a cable.
And that's the actual sound of it too. You're
Sounds like-
swinging this thing around.
it's the Bulbas.
Sounds like a pod
You
racer.
gotta plug
but
it in.
it's
It's got a short battery.
Sorry, it's charging.
Back on it.
Next, we've got this.
Elon
This is a
Musk.
great category I've been looking forward to. This is weirdest Star Wars characters and why are all 5 of them Bendu? no.
Before we move on, K-Town said he loves
Gaten
Palpatine's
Jarrus.
hilt. Palpatine does have a cool.
He does.
Silver and
And he
gold.
does the little spinny move.
Does.
back
And then you find out he has 2 of them.
2 Palpatines,
Clone
you mean?
Wars.
We found out.
Well, yeah,
His spinning move is a tad bit telegraphed.
We didn't mention
Can
his
we talk
screech.
about most disappointing Jedi? Because it's all of the ones who get taken out before Mace goes, all right, forget this. Why'd I bring these bums with me?
That's my favorite bit.
He's like,
That's my favorite bit. All right, we're gonna
Yeah.
go take on Palpatine.
You
Which
guys
of you
re-
have never fought anybody before?
so you have never fought?
Okay, you in the back. Okay, you can come. Me. You've done it before. Sit down. You've
Sit
never
down.
fought anybody.
Yep.
Let's go.
Give someone
Let's go
else a
take on the most
chance.
powerful being in the universe.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going through the door. You ready, guys? Oh,
Guys?
guys.
Hey,
They're like,
hey,
what
hey,
are we doing? What
hey.
el-
Hey,
What are
buddy,
we- oh.
buddy.
I thought
Hey.
this was our training, Ramon.
He goes, hey, buddy. hey, look. Hey, stay with me, bud. What happened? He spun. He spun.
He screeched. He
Hey,
screeched.
It's gonna be
Fine.
okay. It's gonna be okay.
We didn't have his screech,
Grab my
Palpatine
hand, grab my
screech, and
hand.
the sounds.
Oh, we didn't have the
Palpatine screech.
Oh yeah.
McClunky.
Can we do?
McClunky.
That's actually.
I've always loved though when he goes, rise.
Right.
And now his voice is
Yeah.
like a
Also,
frog.
have you
It's so
noticed
deep.
it's very
Rise.
Vader-esque? Like it's totally edited.
Oh yeah, it's the.
Oh, yeah.
That's like the one time.
Henceforth
It's
you
like
will be
actually
known
the one line in this entire saga that's so strongly edited to make it
Oh
sound.
man.
Oh, and then also, good. It's like you're like, what?
Nothing left.
He's gone. I know a lot of people debate. I've heard people debating of whether or not. I don't know if it's a real debate, but I'd heard people ask because people ask whether or not Mace actually beat him. If Palpatine is so,
If he let it
if
happen,
he let
Oh.
it happen. If this is Palpatine revealing his
like
truth,
he did Luke.
and like
like,
because
strike me
because
down.
he's like, I'm too weak. No, and then,
Like, he coulda
immediately
turned that
goes
on a
after her.
second ago,
Like,
right.
yeah. Also,
Leads
what if
to my
Mace had
clone
just
argument
what
right
if
there.
Mace had just single-handedly destroyed Palpatine's whole plan right there and like just killed him? He's too dangerous to be left alive.
Oh,
And then
and a
kills him immediately.
Credits roll.
Yeah,
Luke kills
that's
it, or Mace kills him, turns around, looks at the rest of the guys, and goes, "Well, I guess I didn't need to bring them."
Clearly not.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh man.
All right, where can they find? No,
right.
I'm just kidding.
Uh,
Yeah.
what we got?
You want to do one more? Two
Let's
more?
do one more. Yeah, we'll do
Sabers
one or
is
two.
good. Ships.
Saber
Ooh,
ships.
ships.
Have we talked about
got
favorite
Ships.
ships?
We gotta do that.
We got
TIE fighter.
sabers.
What are you gonna say?
What were you saying? Ships?
What are we saying?
We did sabers. A couple that I had written down here. So you said plot holes. I had on here goofy / weird Star Wars moments.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
because we also like, as much as we are big fans and
Throw
positive
them
fans
in the
of Star Wars,
chat too. Start listening.
we
to some
like
of
to
your
make our
goofy,
little Star Wars
moments.
jabs
Here's
and
what
little funny things.
What
It's
I
not
love to
all
do,
perfect.
I think probably what I love to do more than anything is point out all of the weaknesses and the plot holes in the originals
Yeah.
because we forget get those, and we hold them
Yes.
to a standard that
I got one.
if we
for
held
you.
the
I like
newest
that.
to the same standard,
like
it wouldn't work.
and we love doing that
Luke
because
just-
we also have established that the originals are also most of them are our favorites too.
Yes.
So
yeah.
people know we're not doing this in bad faith.
Not
this
at
is just
all.
we are judging these on a different
it's part
curve,
of what,
a
I
different
always say it's
criteria
part of
than we
what
have for
makes
the
me
original.
like Star Wars so much is that you come to embrace the goofiness of it.
Yeah.
Like that's part of like I can't imagine Star Wars without having some of those things now. It's like part of like hey, what's that flashing?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just it is what it is.
All of the movies I love have that. Indiana
Yeah.
Jones, they all have that
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
for
Back
sure.
to the Future.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
we still. I mean, one of the best things, and I love Back to the Future.
Your shoes unbelt.
Back to the
it's so
Future.
over the top. It's
yeah.
just great.
Back to the Future is one of my
It's
all-time
fine.
favorite movies. All-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
When did you become the physical type? Griff.
One of the big things there's
Griff, that the name
who is
alone
it
is.
who does
Yeah.
oh gosh, is it John Mulaney who does
John Mulaney.
I think it's John Mulaney who does warning if you do look it up. I believe there's some language in the little like in the YouTube clip of it, but I think it's John Mulaney who talks about the pitch.
Yeah, I heard about this.
The pitch for Back to the Future, and he's
Oh,
like, it's so
yeah.
great because it's like, he's like, you could see him going, and he's like, oh, I got this great idea for a movie, and he starts talking about it, and they're like, so we got this,
High school kid.
yeah, we got this high school kid. He's like, he thinks he's really smart, and he thinks he's really cool. He's kind of gets in trouble, shows up to school late, that type of thing. Like, oh, and like the studio exec's like rebel, like okay, like the
Perfect.
80s movie. This is
Yeah.
nice. Like okay, and he's got a best friend. Oh, who's what is a jock, nerd? What are we Breakfast Club? Like what is the? Well, he's a disgraced nuclear physicist. Like, he's the high school kid's best friend. Is a
How old is he?
disgrace?
Well, I don't
He's
know.
like, oh yeah, we don't know. He's either like 50 or
50 or
80.
It's either like 50 or 80. No idea.
And what are they trying to do? They're going back in
They're
time.
going back
what are
in
they going?
time.
What are they doing?
What do they go back? They go
And in
back
case you
time.
really weren't sure how old
What
he
are
is,
they?
there's time travel.
Yeah, he says.
Exactly.
Hey, yeah,
So
oh,
what's the big plot?
but
They're gonna go back and kill
he's-
Hitler? Or?
Yeah, kill Hitler. Stop the assassination attempt. What do
they do?
Prevent World War II. What's going on? Oh,
Well, they almost
well, now I'm
create it.
embarrassed to say. We thought it'd be, it'd be interesting if he is hitting on his mom. Like, what? What is that?
That's what we're doing. Perfect.
All the
Greenlit
things you could
this.
do
Get
with time
Zemeckis.
travel.
They said, great.
Right.
We'll make 3 of them. Like,
It's just so good.
and yet, Back to the Future is incredible. I love
So
Back to the
good.
Future, but it's
Yeah.
one of those that you do think, if I just look at some of the plot points in the most simplest form,
The one, yeah.
I'm wondering how this got greenlit, or what was the thing that's like, oh, I
I
love
think
that.
it'll hit.
Just crazy.
It's
Yeah.
a treatment. You're like, is this it? That's what
Disgraced
we're
nuclear
doing?
physicist.
Really?
So
Okay.
I love
great.
it.
K-Town
it's awesome.
said the scene when Grogu gets the droid and he's just like, no.
That is,
No.
yeah, that's a
No.
funny one. That's a
No.
goofy one.
Yes. Yes.
Damn.
The,
We just has the Taika button. No. No.
Taika button.
No.
It's Taika. He starts hitting the wrong Taika buttons, and now he's talking about the Hitler Youth. You're like, whoa!
Hey.
'Cause now it's all of a sudden
It's
it's
boys.
officially Jar
Hey,
Jar Rabbit.
boys.
Jar Jar
Jar Jar Rabbit.
boys. Hey, boys. It's just a Korg.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not like a regular circle. It's more like a freaky circle.
More like a freaky circle.
Are we doing
Uh,
goofy?
we're doing,
goofy,
yeah,
like, why?
Poke fun at moments, maybe. Like you said,
Okay.
weak. Would you say weak moments?
Yeah, how do you not put Tashi Station towards the
power
top?
converters.
You can waste time with your friends later. I just picture him kicking rocks.
I know. He goes
He'll
up to
cut
one,
to him. He's like,
he goes up to
actually
one of the
does.
most
Fine.
iconic scenes in all of Star Wars as he looks off into the twin suns. But
Right.
right before that, you forget that
he's kicking rocks.
kicking rocks
Yeah.
as he walks up
Kick
there.
rocks, Luke.
Look, it's
And what about that? And what about that one?
Look.
And what are you trying to pull on
Hey,
us?
what about that blue one? Hey,
It's only one more season.
I'm actually from Queens. What about that blue one over there?
That
Give me the blue one, and give me
wanna
one
go
of
to
them
the
red
academy.
ones and
I wanna
maybe
go to
that
the
yellow
academy
one.
next year. Well, that's why I need you the most. It's only one more season.
It's only one more season.
Like, hire an adult.
That's what she said. Banks Biggs and Tank left.
Yes.
Apparently, I'm going nowhere.
Apparently going nowhere.
Oh man. Yeah.
Okay, Tashi Station's pretty high up.
Tashi Station.
Yeah.
I would put Grogu. No. Oh, wasn't digging it.
I wasn't taking
Yeah.
that.
Back. That I don't know.
back.
You could
Ice
probably
back.
have a lot of those.
My tongue is numb. My tongue is numb. My tongue is numb.
Uh,
Jar.
I definitely think. I mean, there's a number. I think that as far as this is almost like weird, cringy moments. There's definitely there's a number of in Attack of the Clones, a number of Anakin, Padme, where it's just like when you're watching, you're like,
Anakin,
man,
don't look at me like that. Proceeds to do it more intently.
Why?
Whatever you say, my
It-
lady.
Why? It very politely says it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Sorry, my lady.
You cut the Padme's Time's Up shirt on.
I will marry you by the end of this
Makes
movie.
me- I feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's
Right. That's
there's
a couple of
yeah.
Anakin.
There's a couple of those. You're like,
Yeah.
okay. And again, these are we want to point out these are George.
Okay,
issues.
this is
Right.
a good one.
directional,
Right,
writing,
right.
directional things. This isn't Hayden going, I think we should do it
Yeah.
like this, and George goes, oh, whatever, it's your film.
Faster, more intense.
K-Town's got a great one in the chat.
Oh, good.
Let's
yeah.
hear it.
I don't like
Save us.
sand.
Oh, that's a
What'd you
great
say?
one.
I don't like sand.
Coarse and
It's
rough,
coarse
irritating.
and rough and irritating.
And it gets everywhere.
It gets everywhere.
Master.
Gets
Master.
everywhere,
Every
master.
line is my master.
My master.
That's a good one.
Sorry, master.
And a bad one.
I'm sorry, master, but my
Sorry,
voice has
master.
dropped since we last met.
And a
Sorry,
picked up
master.
surgery.
Also, they didn't really de-age me that well.
Also,
Yeah,
we
man.
look way older than
I
we
look
ever
way
have.
older. They didn't even try with the wrinkles.
Even Obi-Wan looked.
What about the Han movie?
His hairline is back a full inch or two.
That's, I feel like
Man.
that's a simple thing to fix.
Yeah.
Guess not.
What's funny is when I watched it, I actually thought, oh, maybe they didn't de-age him. And then like a couple of scenes, a couple of
Oh,
things,
they
like, oh, no,
did.
they did. It's just
Budget.
definitely. But I love the scene though. The
It is a
scene's
great scene.
Um,
The Han moment.
yeah,
And hurry up, will you?
yeah.
Oh
that's-
yeah.
Tap,
Hurry up.
tap.
hurry up.
Yeah. Tap.
Tap tap.
Tell him to. Tell him. Hurry up.
Uh,
Yeah.
there's. I mean, there's a number I think of.
I got to go with. We love the movie, but
Yeah,
the scene with Luke and Ray.
I don't love it.
That's the
Don't love it.
Force.
That's a force.
Can you feel it?
Oh,
You can feel
yeah.
it. That's it.
Oh, you meant like reach out, like
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Not my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
Right when she's like, yeah. Oh, you meant yeah.
But again,
Oh, I feel it. That's it. That's the
there is no
force.
perfect movie.
No,
No.
that's just an
The
example. though.
Godfather's got some stuff like that. Like
I was watching The
Why'd I do
Godfather the
that?
other night. Actually, I was
Yeah.
watching Godfather
Yeah.
Part 2.
Not my favorite.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
are we gonna rank them? We just keep throwing out because we could.
Yeah, there's a
I would
lot.
say to me,
There's a lot.
Tashi Station feels like
Tashi
number
Station.
one. Is there-
Yeah,
is,
it's up there.
definitely as far as plot holes or like wrote themselves into.
Why did
definitely,
they do that? Yeah.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah,
Or
there's some.
You were
on-
banished because you were clumsy.
Yeah.
She seems to be on top of things.
That's
That's
Yes,
very
that
high.
was
Like-
hard.
Yeah.
What about
Um,
like they're fighting for their lives? Where's Padme?
Oh, this
Well, she
is
seems
oh
to be on
oh
top of
oh
things.
oh my! This is such,
Such
a
a
drag.
drag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's maybe the low of the
Wow.
whole movie for maybe the whole franchise is when they keep cutting back.
He's saying this
When
is
they
the
keep
lowest
cutting
part.
back to, I think it is when they keep cutting back to
See,
3PO, and each one is like a worst pun joke. And again, it doesn't ruin the movie for me,
him
Right.
just
But-
getting smacked.
but in a
Roger, Roger.
series of movies that I absolutely adore, I think that might be the low moment for me, or because it continues. It's one thing. It's like, oh, the Luke thing that I didn't like with Ray. I was like, oh, not my funniest, or not. I
Yeah,
don't
but it
even.
goes by.
I don't even
not
necessarily
my
love.
funniest moment.
Yeah.
Forgot I wrote that.
What'd you say?
That's
That's the funniest.
That's not my funniest moment.
Not my funniest moment.
Oh.
I don't love the
Not my kid.
a message for his about his mother or for his mother. Even like that felt like, oh, it didn't feel very Star Wars. It felt kind of like a real world. It felt like a Guardians of the Galaxy joke.
Yeah.
Which feels different than Star Wars than your mama jokes.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
I didn't like that.
It didn't take me out of the scene. I actually love
No.
that opening scene.
Right.
There's
There's
a ton.
another one. I'm the spy.
Oh, I was rewatching that on TV. I was watching
Not
that
my
on
favorite
TV,
part.
and I think that's another one that the delivery or not the execution of it. And I'm a big JJ guy.
I knew it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew it. And they're like, no, you didn't. I'm like, what is this bit?
What is
No,
happening? This is supposed to be a
right.
serious
He
moment.
did get. I'm the spy. And they go, what?
I knew it.
I knew it.
What? I'm surprised, but also I'm trying to tell you that I knew
There's
it.
also this
not.
weird pause in between. What? I knew it. And I'm like, what comedy is
How
this?
did you know it?
It's like an SNL skit.
It's an odd one in Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, we don't say this to be negative.
Fun.
We just want to say that while there's those moments, I've got probably more. I mean, there's tons in the original trilogy
Mm-hmm.
as far as an odd. I mean, how about Luke scratching Chewie like he's a mutt?
Right.
Yeah,
He's
I was thinking about
dog.
that too.
Like they couldn't decide. He's kicking his leg.
I love.
But
here's
I
the
imagine
thing.
he does.
I love how we
Doesn't.
bring up this moment all the time about how
He's
Chewie's
a
getting
mutt.
scratched, and I think it's totally skewed my perspective of what actually happened in that moment.
I know.
Because I went back and
He
watched it, and I
doesn't.
thought that's not actually as bad
It
as
is
I remember.
not.
But every time we bring it up, now we exaggerate it
We've
so
turned
much.
it into
He's
a-
kicking his leg. He's on the ground getting his belly rubbed.
He's kicking the leg.
Somebody has a tail that's wagging all of a sudden.
Scratching. I went back and it was really, it's so great because it's enough.
Where's our co-pilot? He's on the ground. He's on the ground rolling
It's
around.
enough that you see it and you
That Wookiee's the
recognize,
best
oh, that's
co-pilot
weird. That
mechanic.
it wasn't nearly as bad as I feel like we make it, which is why it's so great.
It's so good.
I'm now imagining the scene from Young Frankenstein. He's doing the dance. He's like, walk, heel to toe. He's giving him treats. Like Han's throwing Scooby snacks to Chewie.
Button on the rail.
Chewie, come here.
punch it.
Chewie, come here.
I mean, it's not impossible. He's
Speaking of that-
That's my T16.
Weird moments.
That's one of the great Family Guy. I
Oh,
haven't even watched
right.
that much Family
Guys.
Guy.
Oh,
That's
that's
a Family
hilarious.
Guy.
That's impossible, even for a computer.
We didn't mention this.
It's not possible. You said bullseye rockets. My T16 back home. There's not bigger than 3 meters. I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden he goes, in this Family Guy thing, the guy turns and goes, can I talk to you for a second? He pulls him aside, and he's like, yeah, sure, what's up? What happened back there? Like, what do you mean? Well, you just totally sandbagged me in front of what? Oh, I sandbagged you?
Oh, I sandbagged you?
Yeah, I'll see you out there.
What? No,
You have a nice rebellion, you jerk. And he walks
He walks out.
What?
Have a nice
Totally
rebellion,
sandbagging
you
in there.
jerk. He storms
that?
off.
Guys, we
It's
didn't
funny
even
that
mention this moment.
Luke comments and does nothing for him, though.
I
Han
know.
speaking Wookiee.
I mean, honestly,
That was pretty good.
Han Solo is not my favorite moment either.
Speak a little.
Yeah, I don't speak a little. One of my favorite moments is
wasn't
not
my
the
favorite.
Imperial naming Han Solo.
Yeah.
But
That wasn't as much as like a goofy, but more just
well, no, remember we're talking just like
Why?
maybe a weak moment.
like a why moment.
Yeah, like
Why?
I don't really need.
This has turned from Star Wars ranked to Star Wars complained.
no,
No.
no.
We would
How
never.
about
Okay,
what is she proposing?
I love
that
that
is
moment.
that's a great. That's like a McClunky. That's like a what was
Somebody
the
shut
what
the
was,
kid up in the back. Would
what was
you?
the
We're
thought
having a
process there?
meeting.
That's
I'm
It's
imagining.
honestly, it
I'm
seemed
imagining.
it seemed like an extra that was like, I'm gonna get a line in, whether they let me or not.
God, who said that? I think it was great.
Yeah.
Okay, leave it in.
Keep it.
Quick, we're over budget. Let's go. We got it.
Go.
We're already over. I'm just
You're not
imagining
getting-
someone in
you're
the
not
back
getting
going.
speaking pay.
I'm imagining someone in the back that they've been like, shh, sit down. Don't. What? What is she? He just can't help it.
Just
Like, what is
bursts
an
out.
explosion? Oh, I can't help it. But
Okay,
what?
let's make him
All
Wrecker
right.
in the next show.
Oh man.
Best Ben Mendelsohn. That's it. I just
Oh,
love Ben
just
Mendelsohn.
Ben
Top
Mendelsohn.
5 Ben Mendelsohn moments. You can go from
Top
Ready Player
five
One.
Ben Mendelsohn.
or
You
from-
stand on my achievement.
No, there's. We should have done like Best Imperial Officer or something like that.
Oh, true. Any other ones to finish us off here?
One final rank, you mean, or one final
one
moment?
final rank.
One final rank.
One last
One
time.
rank to rule them all.
One. One rank.
This is
to
the
rule
one
them
rank.
all.
Dark Lord Sauron.
Oh, we said
Uh,
you said ships.
Shit.
Yeah, let's do
You
ships.
can rattle
That's a
off
good
some
one.
ships
This
real
might be
quick.
too
Throw some out there.
easy.
Let's throw some out
TIE
there.
Fighter, Falcon,
Whoa.
Slave One.
Oh, wait, I did get a shot of that. There we go. Okay. And we're back.
And we're back.
TIE Fighter is
TIE
up
Fighter.
there.
Falcon.
Did I
Slave
did I
One.
share that I was never a Falcon fan?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. You
You
know,
did.
I
But we'll edit that out.
yeah, we can't have that going around on social media.
Let that out.
I love the.
I'm a symmetry guy. Call me Wes
Yeah.
Anderson Jr. I just
No,
like things
I,
that see like.
I
balance.
agree, honestly.
Cool.
I
It's
always
like
thought the Falcon was cool, but it was never like I like Slave One. I like the
Yeah.
idea of Slave One. It always felt like it was just flying
It is a
vertical like that.
cool-looking
I was
ship.
like, oh, that's sweet.
I like.
I just love the TIE Fighter, too, because it's like the wings make no sense, but we accept it.
Star Destroyer.
Star
that,
Destroyer.
That first scene
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
where you're
Star
you
Destroyer.
just see just the size of it. I thought it was always
I think Corellian
X-Wings.
Corvette is my least favorite.
yeah.
X-Wings.
X-wings. Yes.
A little N1. I like the N1 Naboo.
I think
Very
one of my favorite
cool.
X-Wing moments is in Force
X-wing
Awakens.
is,
They're
Yes.
flying
Yeah.
across the water.
It's amazing.
and obviously Trench Run with
Yeah.
X-wing.
X-wings.
Yeah.
TIE fighters are cool.
TIE Fighters, X-Wings.
If we had to rank them, do you have a TIE Fighter series that you like the best? Straight up,
You go on,
Interceptor.
like Vader's, yeah.
Ooh, I think just
Silencer.
honestly like the straight up with the
Vader,
with the
Vader.
classic
Yeah.
straight vertical wings we got there.
I
think I always like those
I would
better than
agree.
kind of the Vader curved.
Do you think they named them TIE Fighters because they?
Like
it
a bow
said-
tie?
Yeah,
think
I always thought they did, but then it's
Oh, maybe.
twin ion engine, but
You think George thought of that?
that came later.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like the
Like
twin
Gungans
ions-
fight the robots.
twin two ion engines.
so
Yeah.
you cut down these like butter.
Like butter. These are the droids. But I always thought it was because they look like bow ties. But
Yeah.
I like
I
it.
like it. That's a good
Uh,
theory.
I think
I mean, he did say X-wings look like X's, so I think
Right.
you're onto something.
Yeah.
Y-wings.
attack position. Y wings were never my favorite. A wings were never my
Yeah.
favorite.
Nope.
They're
Nope.
fine.
The Ghost.
Oh, that's a good
Ghost is
ship.
cool.
We've got the
That's a good ship.
man.
I got to go with TIE Fighter from my childhood. That would
Land
be my
speeder. Is
number
that a ship?
one.
Nah. Spaceships, I guess we're going with.
Yeah, but it's spaceships. I like the Star Destroyer, TIE Fighter. That's a tough one, but they're different. I would
I
say
think
just,
Slave One. I love Slave One.
yeah, that's a cool ship.
Nate knows this reference. I like the Colossus.
The Colossus.
Resistance.
literally
It's an anime. It's like a planet almost.
Entire
It's like
planet
an entire
that
thing
moves
just
through.
lifts up and starts moving. You're like, whoa, this whole thing
Oh,
moves.
moving the
It was
Colossus.
a base. It was a whole base.
It was a
that
whole
lifts up.
base, a whole civilization living on
They're
it.
like, oh, we're flooding. Well, let's lift up and fly away. We're like, I didn't know that. They
We can
move
do
the
that?
whole ground. They live here.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
The
Yeah, that's the
Colossus.
Colossus is.
We got our ships right here.
Yes,
True.
I do. I've always liked the classic little land
speeder.
Little land speeder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Slave One, TIE Fighter.
Slave One's top 5. I
I
put
like the shuttle. The
Oh, yeah.
Tidarian shuttle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I've always thought that looked cool.
Those are cool.
Yeah, those are cool.
What about
Ooh.
Go ahead. I know what you're gonna say.
You know what I'm gonna say?
Yeah,
I do too.
No, you don't.
I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're gonna say.
Say it. Watch. You say it, and then I'll say it right after you.
Okay, yeah.
One,
Say it right
2,
after me.
3. Bo-Katan.
Oh no.
Oh, Bo-Katan is my favorite.
That
But I
was
will
it?
say, yeah, that's
With
what I
the
was
wings that
gonna
go
say.
straight up and they
That
land and
actually
they
is sweet.
come down and they.
I was thinking the Naboo ship.
And
that
Oh,
they
the
used.
N1?
Mhm.
No, not the N1.
Oh,
The,
you're talking
the
the
about
one we
the,
got the flashback
Padme.
with Padme ship.
yeah.
the
that's
silver
cool.
one.
The silver. Yeah,
Like that.
all chromed out.
You know,
Yeah.
Maul's is similar, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
kind of cool.
No, I think. Oh, guys, Kylo's
ship.
ship. Is
Yeah,
pretty
Yeah.
this is cool.
That's cool.
This
And
does
it's
the
at Galaxy's
sideways
Edge.
thing. They did the
I
sideways.
like
sweet. Yeah.
like the what are they? The bongas? What is it? What's the boss nass in their they're going there's always a bigger fish. Give me that
Yeah.
bigger
With,
water
Like, it almost looks
bongo.
like the tentacles
Bongo.
spinning in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
No, I actually don't really like that one. that much.
Yeah.
it's
now
there.
that you say that.
The pod race. If
Yeah.
If we put those in
is
there.
a
Land
ship.
Land.
Could you take off and go into space in a pod race? I don't know.
Apparently.
No. Annie tried.
Quadranero.
He did. Just went straight up.
Oh, little Skywalker stuff.
Come loose, Quadranero.
It's Skywalker.
I don't care what planet you're from. That's gotta hurt.
That's so good.
He says it with 2 heads.
I love Boba.
That's great.
Jabba starts it by spitting a baby frog into a gong.
Yes.
And then it cuts later, and he just flicks him off
It's
just because
awesome.
he's bad.
He's falling asleep.
Oh, I'm Mabuki.
You're throwing away a fortune. You're passing up a fortune, Jabba.
On my bookie. I need to place another bet. Like, he's calling him his bookie.
Right.
No.
I was like,
Okay, hold on a minute.
So
give you
TIE
3 to
Fighters,
1.
X-Wings, Star
Star
Destroyers,
Destroyer, Slave 1,
Slave 1.
Falcon. You got to put it in there.
Falcon.
Yeah.
It's not my
iconic.
favorite, but
Yeah.
you know.
Also, can we all say that we all love
Smash it.
pronouncing it
When you
as
get
the
the-
Falcon?
Falcon.
William Falcon.
Chewie.
We're home.
Get her out on the Falcon.
It was 12.
It's 14. What was the second time?
That piece of junk?
Kill that
When did
Tacoma
Harrison?
Club.
When
Kill
did he
that
turn
Tacoma
into
Club.
Fredrickson? Carl Fredrickson. Somewhere along the line. Like,
There's
get
a
off my
crossover.
lawn, kid. Like
That
that's.
It's,
Tell that to Conja Club.
Tell that to Conja Club.
I never meant to deal with Conja Club.
You can't trust those little freaks. That's what he says. I'm like,
freaks.
I was like, how'd that line get in there?
That was lucky. I like that line.
Yeah, that was lucky.
That was lucky. How did you know? It was lucky.
How? Because I bypass a compressor. Like, it's all teeth. I love it.
Some moof milker put a compressor on the
Milker. That's a great
favorite
one.
insult.
Scruffy looking Nerf herder. We
Well,
could do
that's
Star Wars isms.
Well, that's a skank in this gun pie.
Star Wars. Oh, Star Wars.
Star Wars
Star Wars
colloquialisms.
My least favorite moment in all of
I
Star Wars
That's a real
when
skank.
when Cara Dune's gun is jammed.
I love skanking.
Oh
this
my
good
gosh,
pie.
I hated that.
When she's hitting her.
On my rewatch, I was like, why'd she say every Star Wars ism in the last 5 seconds?
Well, what was the Doc Brown? What was his? That's like calling the.
Oh, isn't that calling the
Skiffler
calling the
Skiffler's
quack calling the
calling the quack-
Swiffler.
calling the stifling slimy or something.
Isn't that calling the stiffling? Isn't that calling the stiffling?
Wasn't that the quack calling the
Isn't that not the quack they're calling the stiffling slimy?
Yes.
Isn't that not the quack they're calling the stiffling slimy?
Separatist is a pejorative term. I love that. Good Scott, Marty.
1.21.
Whoa, Doc, you telling me that?
You telling me that?
Doc, you telling me
quack that
you made battle droids and you set them off on people? Did you rip that off? Oh, of course, Reagan, the actor. The actor.
You telling me you're still working for Dooku
Whoa.
after he's been gone for years?
Whoa, Doc, you telling me
You
sucker
telling me-
is nuclear?
You
Welcome
telling
to
me
the Back to
I
the
love
Future
it.
You
podcast.
telling me
we've lost it.
Dooku was right?
And I didn't notice. I've never noticed how much in common Michael J. Fox has in common with Sebastian Maniscalco.
Sebastian.
Doc, you telling me we
Ah.
gotta go over and get.
This guy comes up to Count Dooku. He's imagine Sebastian. He's like cuts off his hands in front of the guy's master. You're like, what are you
So
doing?
busy.
Palpatine, your shoes unbelt.
Palpatine. Wait, I'm looking at Palpatine with Velcro shoes. His little sandals.
I
on.
love it. I
put it
think this,
together.
Oh
this
my
is
gosh.
the end.
Do it.
I love
Tie
it.
my shoes.
Right.
Do it. Fasten
Right.
my shoes.
What could you up for me?
Shoes.
Velcro shoes.
More.
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 He just
He's
goes.
adding straps to his shoes.
He just goes like this.
He's bitter.
I want to
batter.
see a cutscene of
More.
Palpatine going like this. Just more
I
Velcros.
just-
Oh my
but you see,
goodness.
He's got Velcros added. One strap. And Kyle looks at it and goes, More. Another strap. More.
More. I know what I have to do.
No, I picture him at
I know
Subway.
what I have to do.
We should do all kinds of Kylo's
More.
Kylo cuts.
Subway.
I know.
Kylo cuts.
Kyle, oh my gosh.
You want some green pepper? More.
More. More.
More.
More. Sir.
Mr. M, would you care for sprinkles in your ice cream? Yeah. More. More.
More.
And then
Tell us when they're
he
grading
won't drop them. No, you're still holding on.
The
Let
best
go.
would be the Olive Garden.
It's
Want
all
some cracked pepper on your salad? Yeah. More.
more.
More. Parmesan cheese? More.
They're grating
More.
the cheese. The guy's poor hands getting cut. He's grating his cheese. It's just piling up more.
Okay.
There's none
All
left.
right.
More.
Nate.
Bring in a consultant.
Where
They're
can
going
the
to
people
tell
find
us
us?
the
All
first
right,
thing
yeah,
on
we got to
podcast
end. If you
is
haven't clicked
too
away by
long.
now, why haven't you?
No, yeah, let us know in the comments what possibly
get
got
If you're
you.
still watching,
Hobby.
don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and smash the notification bell.
Or
Would
else,
you? Hey.
it was Sebastian's
Or
father.
else,
I'm gonna get you. I see you.
see you, huh?
This is Sebastian's
see you,
father. All right, I see you. Huh? Gonna break your legs, and then gonna
Gonna
cut off
break
your
your legs,
cut off
huh?
your hands with the lightsaber. All right, okay.
I don't know. We lost it.
Hey, smash the notification bell. Thanks for tuning
Every
in.
time now I want to smash it.
Smash it.
Smash.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you guys in the next one. And as always, may the Force be with you.
Good, Anakin. Good. Kill him. Kill him now.
I just love the way he gears up for his Palpatine every time. It's
Good.
this right here. Mike's impression of
Good.
Palpatine.
Good. Good, Anakin.
It's the get up in the seat,
I'm
lean
picturing
forward.
that he has to go to the bathroom very badly.
He does.
Yeah.
Good. Anakin. Good.